Being diagnosed wasn't even the hardest part of the journey. Hearing those words, "I am Doctor so and so, and I'm diagnosing you with MS," had some fear around it for sure, but it was the shock and the realization of, okay, what do I do from this point? What do I do next? A diagnosis isn't the end of the story, it's often the beginning for a lot of people. And I remember going through that phase and feeling like, wow, okay, so now what for the rest of my life? I was 22 years old when I was diagnosed. And it's been 20 years now, 20 years this past January since I've been off medication and symptom free. And my purpose, my goal in life is to help people realize that they have so much more personal power than they've probably ever been led to believe when it comes to their health. I was a child who grew up in a family that thought that medicine was the only answer if there was something wrong with you. And so that's the path that I took at first. I can completely sympathize with people who are still in that part of the journey and who are at a point where they're looking for different options and different answers. And so I've wanted for a long time to create this MS inner circle, this community of people who are looking for different ways to handle things. It's not saying that medication isn't a part of our existence or a part of what's important when it comes to health, because in emergency situations, yes, absolutely, there is a benefit there. But for people who are like, "You know what? I'm not getting, like, the quality of life that I want. I'm not feeling great," or "There's gotta be something else." I said that to my doctor years ago, "Isn't there anything else I can do?" And I remember hearing, "Well, no. Beside medication, there isn't." And it's not blame on the doctors, it's not saying that they're wrong, but I wanted to create this space for people who are in a situation like I was, who knew that there had to be something more. There had to be more they could do, and they wanted to look for other ways to do it. I've worked with more than 100 clients at this point, many of which have had pretty incredible transformations in their own journey with MS. I'm not saying that getting rid of all of your symptoms and living symptom free. I've been symptom free for 9 years. And I'm not saying that everyone is going to have that opportunity, but you can start exploring and finding your own path and finding new ways to move towards feeling better. It's beautiful and powerful. And so I've resisted creating this group for a little while because I've had experience in the past with support groups, and this isn't your typical support group. What I wanted to create was a safe space where we can explore different opportunities. I was a kid who, like I said, medicine was the only way. I was very science minded. And so if someone had mentioned nutrition or hypnosis, I would have been like, nope, that's too woo woo for me. That's too out there, until I started trying things on and seeing what was a better fit for me. So the purpose of this MS inner circle that I'm putting together is, this is a safe space. This is a community for people who are looking to explore different opportunities and different options. I am a hypnotist and an NLP practitioner, and I help my clients with a lot of different things, but this is often something that's very powerful. Can you imagine walking around every single day and trying to do all of the different things that you can do on these incredible smart devices on a flip phone? You'd be stuck. You'd be frustrated because the operating system can't keep up with the tasks that you're trying to execute. A lot of what I help people with, and what I've helped myself with as well on the journey of getting rid of MS symptoms and living the quality of life that at one point I didn't think was possible for me, is starting to rewire the operating system in the mind, starting to get the mind focusing on getting healthy. Symptoms, health problems, in my opinion, your body is always trying to protect you. It's always trying to keep you safe. So if it's presenting health stuff, medicine looks at it and says, how can I make those symptoms less worse? How can I put a band-aid on that so that you can live the quality of life that you want, instead of asking why? Why is the body giving you the problems and the symptoms that you're dealing with? When I started embracing that and looking into that for myself, that's when things started to change. And so that's how I use hypnosis and NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, which is rewiring the flip phone so that it can work as well as it needs to get to where you want to go. That's what I use to help clients get back into their own place of power, start to move in the direction they want to. The unconscious mind controls 90 to 95% of what we do on a daily basis. If you can understand that, is it easier to understand that the unconscious mind can actually be the gateway to getting back to where we want to be? These bodies are always trying to heal themselves. And if it's not, if you're dealing with struggles, symptoms, health conditions, what's getting in the way or what's missing? You don't have to tell your heart to beat every time it beats. You don't have to tell your lungs to breathe every time that you need air or oxygen. What if we can get the mind working with us to get back to a place of health? And so this is the objective of the inner circle. This is going to be, I'm going to do a call every Tuesday. And so you can check it out. My goal is to bring together people who are looking to move to their place of power and looking to take back control when it comes to their health and well being. So I'm going to drop the link in the comments if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description of this video. And I hope you'll join me. This is going to be free for the month of October. Tomorrow's the end of September, this one as well. And the whole point is to just like experience it. Come see what you think. Come get a feel for things. And if it's a good fit for you, I'd love to have you as a part of the community. So I'm Kate McDowell from Aligned Natural Health. And my purpose in life, I can't look back on my experience going through 7 years of struggling with MS and think there wasn't a purpose behind it. Think that it wasn't meant to show me something or teach me something. And so now I look at it as kind of a gateway to understand a bit more of what it's like to be in the place of living with MS, and then also the journey to get healthy again. And so my goal is to help other people realize what's possible and do the same for themselves. So if you are someone living with MS, if you know someone living with MS who you think might be a good fit to join me for these calls, again, it's free for the month of October. So come check it out. This is not going to be on wherever you're watching this video right now. It is going to be through Zoom. You will have to register for it. So grab the link in the comments or the description or send me a DM if you'd like more information. If not, I hope to see you tomorrow. Talk to you soon.